come as no surprise that people stolen from their land have a lot in common with people whose land was stolen from them. And so we see a lot, we see a strong connection, in this fight to the fight for Black lives. And we're here to stand up for Native lives as well.
Land of the free, trapped up in the system, gifted a curse. Fucking name, here's thy numbers, man, you get them at birth. Fuck your values, get your bag, it determines your worth. Aim for the sky until you're dead in the dirt. Go, land of the free, trapped up in the system, gifted a curse. Fucking name, here's thy numbers, man, you get them at birth. Fuck your values, get your bag, it determines your worth. Aim for the sky until you're dead in the dirt. Go, American dreams, American schemes, America's back on the rise, making America great again while all us Black Americans die. Land of the free, home of the brave, keep them enslaved, keep them afraid, keep them locked up, keep them scared of the blue. If they're speaking the truth and they're digging their graves, I'm no individual, speaking statistically, I'm just a criminal. Wealth isn't trickling down, so all of us left on the ground and collecting residuals. Look like me, better be in your best, put your hands in the air, get free in the chest. One in the head if I'm feeling the stress, cause the gut for the ledge really hurt to digest. Just as the facts, expect the lifespan is cut low if you're Black. If you look like a threat, then it's lower than that. If it's thou justified, since you shut to fight back. We're all the same, struggles exposed to political gain. System resets when I'm playing their games. They open fire when they're mad at the flames. Land of the free, trapped up in the system, gifted a curse. Fucking name, here's thy numbers, man, you get them at birth. Fuck your values, get your bag, it determines your worth. Aim for the sky until you're dead in the dirt. Go, land of the free, trapped up in the system, gifted a curse. Fucking name, here's thy numbers, man, you get them at birth. Fuck your values, get your bag, it determines your worth. Aim for the sky until you're dead in the dirt. Go.
Some mod the connection, how we curse with a blessing. Not show, never stop for directions, cause my skin they aggressive. Let's roll. Stopping for signs, never fall in the line. They salty, they trying to hit me with lies. I'm not trying to die, I ain't reach for no weapon. Blue lives, I see the deception. Hold up, my nigga, no need for correction. The land of the free, how a nigga still stressing the daily events. Pressing my buttons like combos and Tekken. For oppos, I'm checking, no need for the cops, cause I'm watching my section. This the land of the green, this the land of the snakes. This the land of the greed, this the land of the hate. But my people built all the shit, so I guess this mean this the land of the greats. They feeding the chicklins, demand of the state, stake of the land, stake of the profits, faith in it's obvious, train your conscience, wear that chain like a collar, taint the teachers and scholars, pledge allegiance to dollars.
Land of the free, trapped up in the system, gifted a curse. Fucking name, here's thy numbers, man, you get them at birth. Fuck your values, get your bag, it determines your worth. Aim for the sky until you're dead in the dirt. Go, land of the free, trapped up in the system, gifted a curse. Fucking name, here's thy numbers, man, you get them at birth. Fuck your values, get your bag, it determines your worth. Aim for the sky until you're dead in the dirt. Go.
Land of the free, now the minorities gotta pay fee. They either taking a life or they're taking away what we need to succeed. Even when we come in peace, they make us drop to our knees. Cause they think we're a threat, but in my eyes you're a threat to me. Now it's all time to speak, so open your ears and listen. Cause for years they've been trying to kill our native tradition. Yeah, my people go missing, but they don't get a mention. We need a change in the right direction for the way we living. So let's stand up for our natives and our Mexicans, our Filipinos and our Asians and our Africans. Cause we all the same, it's time for us to come together. Let's make a change for our future, change for the better.
Land of the free, trapped up in the system, gifted a curse. Fucking name, here's thy numbers, man, you get them at birth. Fuck your values, get your bag, it determines your worth. Aim for the sky until you're dead in the dirt. Go, land of the free, trapped up in the system, gifted a curse. Fucking name, here's thy numbers, man, you get them at birth. Fuck your values, get your bag, it determines your worth. Aim for the sky until you're dead in the dirt. Go.
There's no accident that this pipeline is not being built through summer. This pipeline is being built through indigenous land in a place where if this spill happens, it will poison indigenous water, indigenous people's water, and continue the genocidal policies of this state for the last 400 years. So this is white supremacy, and that's what Black Lives Matter is fighting. And so we are your allies in this fight, and that's why we're here to stand with you and to make sure that we continue to stand up through the winter. So thank you for giving me time to speak.
some direction and give the helpless protection. Yeah, if it's a pen against a sword, then maybe my words are weapons that disembodies directives born of negligence. Born a pessimist, black, and I'm feeling restlessness. Artistry, it's a testament wrapped in eternal relevance. My people gave you the blues just by singing our truth. You enslaved our elders and youth to amass your decadence. So put the needle to the wax and let the record spin. The fight for civil rights never ended. We are the second wind. So now we are on a mission, dismantling all supremacy, leaving nothing to bury for its next of kin.
Fighting with all these words we writing, 'cause the world we live in today, damn, it's so frightening. Yeah, for all our brothers and sisters, we standing right here with you, trying to give you some hope, trying to paint that picture of the better days. Yeah, yeah, of the better days. Yeah, yeah, of the better days. Yeah, yeah, of the better days. Of the better days.
Unabashed, unapologetic, unafraid, uninspired, unappreciated, underpaid, undermined, never credited for past we paved. While the land of the free's built on the backs of slaves. The way I look forever paints a target on my chest. Like many others, I now mourn for those I've never met. Sisters and brothers way too young to breathe their final breaths. Fathers and mothers have to put the ones they love the rest. The system failed us, so now we are forced to change the system. Those who forced us into silence, now we're forced to listen. Revoking judgment solely based on physical descriptions. Never blinded by the hatred, our heart keeps division.
Fighting with all these words we writing, 'cause the world we live in today, damn, it's so frightening. Yeah, for all our brothers and sisters, we standing right here with you, trying to give you some hope, trying to paint that picture of the better days. Yeah, yeah, of the better days. Yeah, yeah, of the better days. Yeah, yeah, of the better days. Of the better days. Yeah, we fighting with all these words we writing, 'cause the world we live in today, damn, it's so frightening. Yeah, for all our brothers and sisters, we standing right here with you, trying to give you some hope, trying to paint that picture of the better days. Yeah, yeah, of the better days. Yeah, yeah, of the better days. Yeah, yeah, of the better days. Of the better days.
Yo, we had to go our separate ways, but there's no disrespect. You had to plug in, you was charged up, but I had to disconnect. When our true colors were shown, we were both in different sets. Are those industry niggas treating you different yet? Is it lonely at the top and all that other shit? Had a goal to make a change, did you accomplish it? Or did the dollar change the mission? Did the jewels change the vision? Did you see me as your partner or your competition? We grew up and grew apart with something else at play. When people ask me for cool, I don't know what to say. There's a difference between cool and cold, I know you know. I know these niggas own your masters, do they own your soul? Don't get me wrong, I ain't mad, I'm just a little hurt. We planted seeds together, you took the flowers and left me with the dirt. When we was broke as fuck, we split our shit and made it work. Severed ties as soon as the ink dried on that paperwork.
Your true colors were shown, no longer black and white. You tried to take me to the dark side, but I found the light. I thank the man upstairs for giving me a sign. Now there's no holding me back, 'cause I left it all behind. Your true colors were shown, no longer black and white. You tried to take me to the dark side, but I found the light. I thank the man upstairs for giving me a sign. Now there's no holding me back, 'cause I left it all behind. Now there's no holding me back, I got my shit on track. Running marathons round these fools, ain't never coming back. Yeah, I got the last laugh, there's no way to backtrack around your foolish ways and your bullshit. You can have that, I'm past that. Yeah, I moved on into the fast lane. It's something you can maintain. You You was never gang, you trippin'. I don't know that goofy shit you sippin'. I'm saying that we different, so damn right I'm dipping, I'm gone. Your true colors were shown, no longer black and white. You tried to take me to the dark side, but I found the light. I thank the man upstairs for giving me a sign. Now there's no holding me back, cause I left it all behind. Your true colors were shown, no longer black and white. You tried to take me to the dark side, but I found the light. I thank the man upstairs for giving me a sign. Now there's no holding me back, cause I left it all behind.
It's a bop. I'm gonna drop the track list and the links in the chat. People just watching me just shuffle through my music and shit.
Insanity. Now I'm feeling lifted like I'm way above this galaxy. I'm in my own world, bro. All the stress and damn, there's no more. I finally feel normal. For a while I was feeling loco, but like hocus pocus, I finally got back on my focus. I'm just going with the motion, cause now I finally notice that I've been stressing too much and overthinking too much. But this music always comes around and coming in clutch, and it brings me to my feet for the times I'm feeling weak. So put this on repeat if you're feeling what I speak, and let the speakers bump. Let me hear you turn it up. If you're in your zone and you can't get enough, cause it's all out of love with the music. It's the only reason I do it. Like the days going by, gotta keep it moving. If you're lost in my music, you're lost in my music. I put it on everything, it helps me get me through it. I just throw on my headphones and get up in my zone, takes me to another place. Yeah, but it's not so good. You're lost in my music, you're lost in my music. I put it on everything, it helps me get me through it. I just throw on my headphones and get up in my zone, takes me to another place. Yeah, but it's not so good.
Yo, I'm lost in my music when I'm feeling consigned. I'm feeling alive, I'm feeling like I'm out of control, I'm just here for the ride. I'm up in the clouds, I'm feeling the high. I'm lost in the sounds, I'm feeling the vibe. I'm lost on this road, don't know where to go. All that I know is I'm feeling this drive, yeah. Put the pen to the pad, put the words to the mic and my heart in the rhyme. Put the beat on repeat, get my feet on the grind, get the thoughts on my mind, yeah. Keep me back on the grind and keep pushing forward, no need to rewind, no need to relapse. The years that I lost, the past is the past, I'm reclaiming my time. And I'm feeling like, fuck, I'm just feeling life with no fear in sight. For the first time ever, I'm feeling like I just feel alright. On top of my game, on top of the world, like dog, I just don't feel the height. On top of my shit, I'm loving this shirt, like yo, there's just no end in sight, yeah. I'm feeling love and I'm light in my heart and my soul's in the shit that I'm writing for the first time in my fucking life. I'm finally beating the demons I'm fighting, I'm up in the sky, no need to come down. I'm riding this wave, so hard I might drown. My headphones are on and I drift away. I'm lost in my music, no need to be found.
You're lost in my music, you're lost in my music. I put it on everything, it helps me get me through it. I just throw on my headphones and get up in my zone, takes me to another place. Yeah, but it's not so good. You're lost in my music, you're lost in my music. I put it on everything, it helps me get me through it. I just throw on my headphones and get up in my zone, takes me to another place. Yeah, but it's not so good.
Lost in the music, somebody go get that GPS. Turning up the volume in the studio, relieve that stress. Posted in the lab, I'm recording vocals and give my best. Spitting ammunition with my words, you better strap your vest. I am positive, I'm the greatest thing, talking COVID test. Got them shaking up the world with every song I drop. I'm a 90s baby, I was raised off of that hip-hop. Music flowing through my veins, no way I'm gonna stop. Catching inspiration in life, just like like a shortstop. Stepping to the plate, so for sure I swing for the fences. I appreciate you if you listen, hit my mentions. I am already this world, different dimensions. This life you learn lessons. Yeah. Manifest the things that I want, see it through lenses. A new vision, a new year, a new life. Music is my battlefield, that's where I earn stripes. Let's go.
You're lost in my music, you're lost in my music. I put it on everything, it helps me get me through it. I just throw on my headphones and get up in my zone. Takes me to another place, yeah. But it's nothing. You're lost in my music, you're lost in my music. I put it on everything, it helps me get me through it. I just throw on my headphones and get up in my zone. Takes me to another place, yeah. But it's nothing.
Hello,
Hey, what's up?
how are you?
I'm alright.
How's the stream going?
Pretty solid. Still waiting for my guest. So I
Oh,
was
should
gonna
I
read. No, you're
hop
good.
off?
No, no, not at
My
all.
bad.
You're good. You're good. All
Who
right,
hopping
just
on?
my homie Some Odd. He is a rapper. Gonna do kind of like an
Hawaii?
interview with him. Nah, he out what would you say? Like Washington area.
Oh, dope.
Yeah. So, well, I was gonna, I'll do an intro as soon as I get
Portland?
confirmation he was gonna hop on. But since I'm waiting, this is his bio up on the stream at the bottom right there. If you're watching, it's my boy Some Odd. Pretty much just one of the dudes that like I've known pretty much most of my life. I've known him since high school. We used to write together on the newspaper. We used to do music
dang.
reviews and shit. All right, so for everybody out there who's listening, you were listening to some music from the homie Some Odd. New Jersey-born artist, currently based out of Bellingham, Washington. Got his musical start playing in various local punk and metal bands before joining the indie rock outfit Stereo Riots. I actually used to fuck with them hard. Excuse me. In 2013, after 3 years, multiple releases, dozens of shows, departed the band, moved to Washington. Since settling in Bellingham, he's released an EP entitled Clarity, as well as various singles. Second EP entitled Paradigms was released in 2022. His joint album with rapper and producer Lil Jim, titled Painting Pictures, was released January of last year. Yeah, he's talented as cat. I play his music all the time. I'm featured on about 3 tracks that are on Spotify. He's used my beats on a lot of stuff. Just been cool guy. So, just been a big fan of what he's been dropping lately. And if you want to check it out, it's Some Odd on Spotify. I think it's like everything except for maybe that Clarity EP is available on here. Painting Pictures, great tape. Fast shout Lil Jim. Lil Jim's cool as fuck too. That's one of my homies. I rap with him as well. He's rapped on a couple of my tracks as well. So, yeah, it's all love. Got a lot of love for the Pacific Northwest. Got a lot of love for the indigenous communities up there. Yeah. So, with that being said, we're gonna get back into the music, and I'm gonna hop back into the regular stream.
I don't have a name to you, I know I'm just a number. See the hues of blue, I pull it over, they won't put me under. Got the registration out the glove that locked it. Solo as usual, no one else inside the cockpit. Cruise out the blaster through the speaker, so I pause it. Adrenaline rush, emotional swings just like a mosh pit. Sweat drops forming fast like habits on addicts. Learning how to play this shit like it's a new system's Madden. Yo, or maybe 2K. You only get one life, and I don't play it right. My game is over today. I stayed forward, hands were steady on the 10 and 2. Mine was walking through the the shit I'd never get to do. Seems like eternity is every second pass. Trying to control my breath since any one of them could be my last. And then he tapped on the glass. Yo, and then he tapped on the glass. Even though all my paperwork is up to date, I make a sudden move, I know that he won't hesitate to take my life as a mean to save his own. Probably got a spouse who thinks that I'm the reason he won't make it home. Solely based on perceived sense of sight. Ironically, he would hit that shot right between my hazel eyes. Out of fear, but in the sights out of mind, no. Last watch for me, I am just out of time, no. No second thoughts for what I might leave behind, no. Obituary leaves the boy vilified, no. The news coverage leaves the boy vilified, yeah. The op story leaves the boy vilified. I knew my life was over when I saw the lights, yeah. I knew my life was over when I saw the lights, yeah. I knew my life was over when I saw the lights, yeah. I knew my life was over when I saw the lights, yeah. I knew my life was over when I saw the lights, yeah. I knew my life was over when I saw the lights, yeah. I knew my life was over when I saw the lights, yeah. I knew my life was over when I saw the lights, yeah.
We in pursuit, we've been chasing the loot. Hit the corner, skirt the block, then I hear them shits blue. Pigs trick a happy dog, but I hope they don't shoot. Stop the car, let us go, cause we ain't give them no proof. Then it's back to the crib, picking out all the ones, keep the Jacksons and shit, pay the taxes and shit. I've been running routes, Vincent Jackson and shit. Got some racks in this bitch, case the feds wanna trip. I wasn't smoking with 4Ps in the whip, that be stupid as shit. But your boy been legit, getting bread with the chips. Block him out, that's Eclipse, never heard it like this. How I murder like this. I ignite shit with it, got nitrous. Dodging my mistakes, never lost in my vices. Paid price to live righteous, searching for ISIS. Dog, who the nicest? Solar cold flame flow, covered in ice and no need to write this. Little Brody, I just typed this. I wrote this, then smoked it. Old nigga loking and scoping, so thought provoking. Come from homes that's broken. These bars are littered with emotion. Passing off the wave like this shit a Hadoken. You know how we do this. TACB the movement, neither know or you clueless,
I knew my life was over when I saw the lights, yeah. I knew my life was over when I saw the lights, yeah. I knew my life was over when I saw the lights, yeah. I knew my life was over when I saw the lights, yeah. I knew my life was over when I saw the lights, yeah. I knew my life was over when I saw the lights, yeah. I knew my life was over when I saw the lights, yeah. I knew my life was over when I saw the lights, yeah.
Actually one of my favorite songs. The visuals for it, as far as like the lyrics, are perfect. I fuck with that song heavily. And then this one coming up is Everything's Alright, and you live with us on GlitchStream FM. I'm here, you're there. Thanks for being. Alright,
Stolen from home and given limited provisions. We are born and then we're fed into the system. They hear our voices, but the righteous rarely listen. Battered and broken, chin up, kid, your fight is just beginning, yo. Now listen up, my nigga. Everything they tried to tell you is corrupt, my nigga. That dream that they tried to sell you is fucked, my nigga. No one else is on our side, it's just us, my nigga. We're just us, my nigga. Progressive work of all of those that came before us, flooding all the airways, so these motherfuckers can't ignore us. Fist in the air with your natural hair, goddamn, that's fucking gorgeous. Fist in the air with your natural hair, goddamn, that's fucking gorgeous, yo. Don't let them tell you different. You'll never be ashamed of how you represent your God-given cultural existence. Born in this likeness, dark skin, so lovely, elegant. Don't give in to their ideal type, maintain your excellence. Stay enlightened out of sight until we die. Hop up on that white horse and then we ride into the night. Pour up and drink and do that 2-step and survive. When we got the fam together, we know everything's alright. Staying enlightened out of sight until we die. Hop up on that white horse and then we ride into the night. Pour up and drink and do that 2-step and survive. When we got the fam together, we know everything's alright. Yeah, we know that 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 everything's alright. I met leaders on street corners just spreading knowledge. Black and learning to survive in these times, think you a scholar. I've seen criminals, I like them pointing in the office. It's that type of higher learning you won't see at any college. You know tuition mission, the peep the vision, just keep persistent. It's a game of chess, protect our kings and queens and keep positions. Items, things and kings and cuffs on these trying they feed their children. Some of the smartest people I make got their degrees in prison. Some niggas had to cook shit up to have a pot to piss in. While some gentrifiers tried to tell them they're the opposition. We gotta keep the fight alive, stay on the higher ground. My niggas stay enlightened even when it's lights out. Stay enlightened out of sight until we die. Hop up on that white horse and then we ride into the night. Pour up and drink and do that 2-step, it's the vibe. Where we got the fam together, we know everything's alright. Staying enlightened out of sight until we die. Hop up on that white horse and then we ride into the night. Pour up and drink and do that 2-step, it's the vibe. Where we got the fam together, we know everything's alright. Yeah. We know that everything's alright. We know that everything's alright. Yeah. We know that everything's alright. Yeah. We know that everything's alright.
Oh yeah. Back to middle line. Oh yeah, they can hear the Discord. I said they can't hear the Discord, so I'm just talking and shit. It's all good. We're figuring it out as we go. All right, that was Everything's All Right. That was actually the lead track off of Paradigms. Love that song. I don't understand why it's not on the radios right now. That shit is dope. I like that song. So still waiting for the guests. So I'm gonna just sit here, chill for a sec. We're gonna talk about that Logan Paul Mike Tyson fight last night. We're gonna talk about aliens getting found in the oceans apparently or some shit. And we're gonna talk about. Oh, my bad. My brain just stopped for a second because I started looking up at the scores for college football today. We're going to talk about Thanksgiving with Rosa because Rosa is joining tonight. So let's start off with what we start everybody off with. Rosa, what are your least favorite and most favorite Thanksgiving foods? Yeah. I feel that. This is true. Oh, hey, that sounds kind of dope. A baked mac and cheese. Okay. Trying to see if that works. Trying to see if I can have like little background music while you're talking. But I don't know if it's actually working or not. It's not. Okay, whatever. I don't care. All right. So, what is now? We're gonna move on to desserts because that's the one that matters the most, really. I think. What is your least favorite Thanksgiving dessert? Yo, that's funny as fuck. So far, there's been everybody's like, yeah, no, I don't really fuck with pumpkin pie. That's funny as shit. Yeah, I don't know. I don't. I'll eat it. Yeah, same. I'll eat it, but I don't like. I'm like, oh man, pumpkin pie. Ah, that doesn't really, it really doesn't do anything for me. All right, what's your favorite dessert? Okay, which cake? What kind of cake? Oh hell yeah, vanilla cake. Chocolate's cool. I could fuck with chocolate. What type of cheesecake though? Cause like just plain cheesecake is mid as fuck, low key.
All right. Do you ever get a chance to smoke with your like family members during Thanksgiving? Like, you have any cousins who smoke or anything like that? Aw, dang. Okay, so yeah, now. Okay, do you and Willis ever go and smoke? Nice. I respect that. Oh, it's they're trans. Oh, okay. Interesting. Is it really? I don't know. Well, let's not delve too deep into that before I get fucking banned for talking about that. No, we can't. Remember, I'm on TikTok. I don't know what their standards are. Remember, because remember we were talking about furries, and I got in trouble for talking about furries. I got a content warning, so I just don't want to even step into anything that could possibly get me flagged for hate speech or anything like that. Well, I mean, I'm smoking on the stream, but like medicinal is not illegal, so I think we should be fine on that. Yeah, definitely. Plus, getting access to stuff other than herb is always good. Mm, that's interesting. Mm-hmm. Jobby job. It's like the trees grow on the job on the trees. No, I get what you mean. It bees like that sometimes. Yeah, I feel that. I feel that. Jobbies. I don't know. The job shit is like I like doing work and I don't mind like what my career field is. I just hate how excuse me. I hate how like the environment is a problem. Like it's the work environment that really sucks. It's not the job. Yeah, it's like you want to come to work, do your job, and mind your business, but they make it impossible to do that because there's always some fucking weird rule or policy or some workplace snitch or your boss is just fucking, oh my gosh, you're breaking rules. The rule number 19 in the rule book, number 7-8, section 9-4. Like, bro, get the fuck out of here, nerd. Right, like, we supposed to. Right. Hold on. Oh, what the hell? Not Washington, D.C. Washington State. Sorry. 8:41. Oh wow, my time is off. What's up? Uh, I have special plumage that I display, and I have to do this dance. And if I don't time it perfectly, the plumage won't come out.
Bro, I was gonna hit the toothless seed, bro. I get on one leg, I turn around, I duck my head, I
I
do a
think I
little
have a
smile, then I
routine.
wiggle my shoulders and shit, you know, a little mating call.
That's hilarious. You've never seen How to Train Your Dragon?
It's the third one when he finds the other night fury, the white one though. I guess she's like a sky fury or whatnot, but he sees her and doesn't know what to do, and out of all weirdness, the nigga does a mating dance. He does this stupid ass fucking dance that she slaps him in the face for.
There's this bird that does like a dance, and it was on planet Earth, and like yeah, pretty much the same thing. If it's like very specific. So if she doesn't like it, he's never doing it again. The dance is over, done deal. Um. Mhm. Yep. Just sit there and think about life and what I've done wrong. I'm gonna go sit in the corner and think about what I've done wrong. No, I pretty much like Riley. Like, yeah, it's a lot easier than just trying to drop hints. Like,
Somebody else gonna swoop up and say the same goddamn shit. Now your feelings for her is obsolete because she done found somebody and somebody done found her. So you know what? It might as well that you don't like you, right? She don't like you back. All right, on to the next.
I mean, we're adults. There's no point in sitting over here and trying to pass notes in class and shit.
Do you like me? Certainly yes or no.
I mean, that's pretty direct, though. I guess sort of direct. It's not all the way direct.
Nah, I wouldn't even do that. Because them niggas be the one that they be the same ones. They be the same ones like, oh yeah. Not tell the one that you said that you like, but the one next to her that you wouldn't even thinking about. Or they go and turn around and think the same girl that you like look good too. So they gonna take your advice and say the same shit that you said
Mm-hmm.
and put their cell phone instead of yourself.
You never know what these niggas gonna do now. You never know what they gonna do. So it's just best to not even get involved with that. Just do it yourself. It's a lot easier. Or they may like her but not have the balls to say nothing, but they don't want you to be in there, so they'll go back and tell you straight lies. We're having chili dogs.
I'm upset. I was just telling my one of my other managers at the job, right? I'm like so pissed off at all the big backs on the earth. Because as a fat person, I was not put on to the mixture of double cheeseburgers and chickens, and that shit's fucking flair.
Bro, they did not have a McGangbang before, and that's crazy.
Yeah, and I had two of them hoes today, and them gangbangs knocked my ass out.
I want to do the same thing with the Big Mac, chicken Big Mac. So eat. I don't know what you should eat either. What? No, I already. What? I told you. Oh, I was like, what the hell? Yeah, you got to figure out what you're gonna eat there, Chief. Gandalf. All right. Well, I'm gonna play some music while we wait because I was wrong. I thought that Washington is 3 hours ahead of us. They are 2. So my guess was not late. I was just mad early. So with that being said, I'm play some music, and we're gonna get into some.
I'm cutting my hair.
I want some chicken nuggets. The McNuggets, dude.
Yo, the message lost in the static, the method's lost with the madness. There's no system when you clean, the dreams are lost in the attic, the trees is burned in the ash. Best-aids are lost in the past, reflection who I once was. This fifth is all that I have. I sip vodka like it's goddamn holy water, yeah. Trying to protect my soul like it's an only daughter, yeah. The whiskey's warm, but all the nights are getting colder, yeah. A couple lovers take the weight off my shoulders, yeah. A couple downers bring me back into the stratosphere. I used to feel so headstrong, why the fuck do I feel trapped in here? This ambience is getting cold like Minnesota's atmosphere. Growth of my recovery, why the fuck is all this traffic here? I'm a product of addiction, doubled up with fear. And I haven't been okay in about a couple years. The medication keeps me level at the shots and beers. Strip away the real me, that's when all the self-love appears. Self-love, self-love, self-love. Yeah. Self-love, 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 self-loathing, I can't tell them apart. It all depends on what they spell on my chart. Balancing the chems in my brain, they say that it could level the heart. Heaven or hell, 12 steps might be a fuck of a start. Hidden message in the bars of all your poetry. Then hit the bars and drown the pain, disguise it all as socially. I'm on the edge of my ropes, hungover's what I'm supposed to be. Introversion keeping my worst enemy so close to me. I write it down, but I can't truly tell the half of it. No, it don't seem passionate, I just can't fathom it. I do this shit to set my heart free, but honestly, is it still free after they come and master it? I guess it all depends. Is dependency a term for love, or is it just for drugs? I'm asking for a friend, I'd ask it all again. Is dependency the need for love, or is it just for drugs? I'm asking for a friend.
And we bake. That was Self Love by my boy Samad. And he has just hopped up in the session, so it's gonna be a lovely occasion. I'm gonna go ahead and do my first interview on here with the actual artist, fucking extraordinaire. All right, what's good, my G? Oh, wait, is my audio working? Not you. Sorry. I'm wonder if it's the Discord. Hold on. I'm gonna mute the Discord for a sec. All right. Oh, hold on. Let's see. I left the Discord. How do I leave? Okay. There we go. Wait. Hello. Hello. Oh. Hello. All right. Awesome. Now I can actually hear you. Cool. Yeah, I dropped out of the Discord. Hold on. Sorry. Got other people on my other line. All right. It's like kind of like my co-host, kind of. Hell yeah. All right. Let's go ahead and say something. I want to make sure your audio is coming in clear on this side. Oh, it's okay. So your side is not playing the way it's supposed to, so they can hear you. Let's see. Why are we being like this? Testing, testing. Sorry, the Zoom audio is like trying to play through the stream, and I'm trying to make sure they can hear you. Hold on, let me see. What's the beauty of this kind of crap?
You want something different?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Is it maybe this one? All right, say something real quick.
Yeah, check.
Oh, awesome. All right, we are live. Got my man some odd.
Yeah.
It's all flashing his government name on the goddamn.
Is it?
Yeah, it had your name on it before you joined in with your video.
Oh
Uh,
shit! It's the same Zoom I use for like work and shit, so that tracks.
yeah, same here. Yep, says Christopher Martin all at the top and shit.
Damn, straight government names. Not even my nickname. Fuck.
Right, just the whole government. Man, it's good to see you, man. It's good to see you. Thanks for hopping on. I really appreciate it.
Hey, dude. Thanks for having me. I'm
Uh,
excited.
Oh yeah, man. Been playing your tracks, going through the list for the listeners, and I got your bio pulled up at
Yeah.
the bottom so they can check you out. But yeah, man. So we'll start it off with the topics of the month. Have you answer
Ooh.
them like pretty much everybody else, and then we'll get into it.
Oh yeah.
Um, so what is your least favorite and most favorite Thanksgiving foods? Like,
Ooh. So also, it's a complicated question because I've had I've had Thanksgiving dinners with black families like my family, and then I've had Thanksgivings with you know families who don't have melanin, and it's a different experience. But my least favorite, depending on how it's done, is turkey. Like it's just not my vibe. I think it's overrated. And then if I'm with my family, mac and cheese is absolutely my favorite. But like it's easy to fuck up, honestly.
that's facts. That's super facts. That one's super easy to like. Wow, what did you put in here, or what didn't you put in here? It's like all
Yeah,
brickish.
I
Oh
would say
man,
like mac and cheese and potato salad, bro. Like not everyone is built to make that shit.
facts, big facts. Not every potato salad out here is a big thing. And so is mac salad. And
Oh
so,
yeah,
like,
yeah.
yeah, people can. There's restaurants here that are great with it, and then there's ones that just absolutely are trash with it. And I'm not gonna shout out the trash ones. I'll shout out my favorite, Times Supermarket. Their mac salad is pretty good.
Oh yeah.
But their potato salad is also mac salad. They got chunks of potato in there, so it's pretty dope.
Oh no shit.
Hell yeah, man! You gotta come out here.
Or yeah, yeah, yeah. I do.
Hell yeah. All right. Least favorite, most favorite dessert on Thanksgiving.
Ooh, ooh. Damn, I feel like this is gonna be kind of controversial. My least favorite is sweet potato pie.
Oh, that's
But
crazy.
I love I love yams. I love sweet potato, but I don't know. Sweet potato pie just doesn't it doesn't do it for me.
That's funny as fuck because everybody here so far, like my co-hosts, they're
Yeah.
like, "Oh, sweet potato pie is the best. I hate pumpkin pie." So that's
Ew,
funny.
pumpkin pie. I have a strong stance against pumpkin pie. I'll die on that hill. But I
It's
would
very
say
mid.
pecan pie is my favorite. Most of my family is southern, so like they make some good ass pecan
Yo.
pie.
Last night, one of the homies said his least favorite was pecan pie, and I think we all were
Yeah.
like, "Ooh, that one's on there." Like, cause I don't know, I've never had one that like it has this weird kind of like I wouldn't even say bitterness. It has this like weird sweetness to it that I don't really like.
That's fair. Like my favorite is a chocolate pecan bourbon pie specifically,
Ooh,
but
that actually sounds good.
it's fucking delightful. But yeah, I like pecan pie. I'm controversial on the foods I like apparently.
Hey, that is one that yeah. So oh damn, okay, a little contrarian for
Uh-huh.
the stream. All right, you got any cool stories or favorite moments where like you went and you took that walk with like your cousins or maybe not your cousins, maybe like you went to a friend's house for Thanksgiving and like y'all went and did the proverbial walk.
Damn, dude, I'm gonna sound boring as shit. No, I like in my younger years, I was in the Army Reserves, and for some reason, I had always been in a situation where like I didn't really go home for Thanksgiving that often. So like a lot of my Thanksgivings were with friends, and like I didn't have to hide it if I had to take a walk, you know.
Oh, okay.
So it's been yeah, I never had to do that with my family. I've had plenty of times where like family has called me when I'm in that mode, and like it's been awkward conversations, but I've never had to do it during Thanksgiving, thankfully.
Well, hey, it's better to not have to take the walk. Sometimes taking a walk can be annoying because it's like that they're gonna ask you where you went. You're gonna they see
Yeah,
your eyes all red. They kind of know what's up, but
you
like they
can't
act
hide it.
like they don't.
Right.
So make it awkward for everybody. So yeah, it is a little bit more dope when you can smoke with in the area that you're cooking or enjoying this food or whatever.
Yeah,
Um,
that social stigma doesn't exist.
right, exactly. I mean, shit, it's nice to be able to, be around people who aren't gonna look at you weird because it's like, come on, bro, just smoking some herb.
Like
You're like, there's people
you know
smoking
what's happening.
cigs. You know what I
Right.
mean? People out here
I feel
smoking
like
blacks.
there's more of a stigma on cigarettes and weed, especially where I live. Like I live in Washington State, where like there's dispensaries on every corner. So like if you smell like weed or you look high, no one's gonna say anything. But like if you're smoking a cigarette outside, you might get that side eye.
Here it's a mix because they're like weed culture here is really big, but also like people be smoking the skigs pretty hard. They be smoking cools and the gold Marlboros pretty hardcore here. Like those are the cigs of choice.
Damn.
Yeah, man. I used to be a cig smoker. I cut that out about a year ago or so. So
Same. I cut it out a few years ago, but like if I'm out and I had enough drinks and like one of my friends is smoking, I'll probably be like, "Yo, let me get a drag. Let me
right. Hey,
one
let
more
me let me
time."
get a square right quick off you.
Yeah,
I do
yeah.
the
One of
same
the
shit.
last shows I played, I did that shit.
Mm. Man, so last show you played, where I think that was relatively recent. Was that you and Lil Jim?
Yeah, Lil Jim, I think played a show a week or two ago. Out locally. For me, I think it's been like 6 months since I've been on stage, man.
So any plans to go on stage anytime within the next like 90 days or so?
Yeah, I think early 2025, man. There's a lot that's gonna be happening. We might dig into a little more, but like 2023 and 2024 hasn't been my year creatively. Like I've been working on a lot of shit, and I think 2025 is where it's all kind of like come to fruition. I've been at a bunch of shows supporting the homies, but yeah, I think 2025 you'll see me on stage quite a bit, hopefully, and like quite a few releases at this point.
Oh, I'm excited for it, man. Definitely excited to see everything that's coming out of there. I love seeing y'all videos. I love seeing new tracks posted up on Spotify, just updates on your work. I love keeping tapped in with the people who are actually trying to do something, because there's people who say that they rap and then it's like you hear them drop one freestyle on
Yeah,
Spotify or SoundCloud and then like you don't hear nothing for like a year or two, and then by
right.
that time, they don't even. You're like, oh no, I don't even do that no more. I'm on to something new, and it's like, dang, bro, your little freestyle was kind of hot. I fuck with it. You should have
Right.
kept going.
Had potential, but I mean, you got to get Jim on one of these days. He's like one of the hardest workers I've ever met, bro. Like he is always cooking some shit. Him and I got something in the works too.
Hell yeah.
As always.
He was actually in the chat just now. Yeah, I'd love to have him on. I'm trying to reach out to all the artists that I've worked with or that I like know personally to get them going first. So that way, as shit progresses, can have you guys back on for updates on your guys's careers and just kind of help. If the platform grows, I want you guys to benefit from it, and you guys are the first people, so I really want you guys to be the people who benefit the most when it does really start getting. So when it does start like popping, I'm gonna have you back on.
Oh yeah.
um but yeah, man, I've been checking out what you got. Of course, Spotify is perfect for finding your music. I appreciate that. It's very easy to find your music on Spotify. It's not like labeled weird or you got like four different artist accounts or weird stuff like that. It
Yeah.
can really make it tough to find an artist's music.
I try to keep it simple. as simple as a local artist can, right? Like we got to jump through hoops and shit just to get music out. But
Right. So okay. So as far as like getting music out, for me, I'm a big home recorder. A big.
okay.
I do my own engineering, all that stuff. But for you, do you go to a studio? Do you get your engineering work done separately? Like, what? How does your process for recording a track go?
So I did for my first EP. I actually went to a studio out here. And Jim was there with me, and I went through that whole process. But since my first release, which was the Clarity Misery EP in like 2019, it's all been recorded at home, and Lil Jim has been the one that's done all the engineering since then. Like when I first started, I was really, really into like this has to be like perfectly recorded. I got to go to like a professional with a big name, blah blah blah, and then it felt a little inauthentic, and that's like no one's fault, right? It's just like there's people I didn't know. I was in a space I didn't know, and then the next project was recorded in the height of COVID, so like I couldn't record it anywhere in public, right? So
Right.
I started recording at home, bought some new equipment, and then yeah, Lil Jim's engineered I think everything I've released since essentially.
Wow. So that was something I was gonna comment on your music. The consistency of your audio is amazing across all the projects. It sounds the same, and so with a lot of new artists who are just doing the home recording route or the going to different studios and trying to get one that like their matches their vibe. You can hear some of the inconsistencies in their sound or like what engineer they're using, but with you, all your stuff is very consistent. It's mixed very well, all that. So big props to Lil Jim. I didn't know that he was the engineer. Excuse me, your main engineer. Um,
Yeah,
excellent work. That's yeah, you're that's one thing that can hurt artists who are trying to get out there is the inconsistency of their sound quality. And I know for a fact I suffered from that when I first started because I was so like new to the concept of engineering and mixing and all that.
yeah,
And so yeah, it's cool to hear that like your stuff has a consistent sound. And it doesn't like yeah, it doesn't have any weird ones where it's like, whoa, who the hell mixed that? That sounds so off.
yeah. No, it's all Jim, and I think some of it comes from like, before I started releasing music solo, I was in a band for what 4 or 5 years, and like, you spend hours in a studio, literally listening to mixes and like trying to get it perfect. So I think some of that is like just knowing what you're looking for, right? Whether a certain mix or like you listen to it a few times and a take doesn't sound right. A lot of that comes from I think time and experience, honestly.
See, and yeah, the experience is definitely good to have because like with me, like I just jumped into it. I tried to start bands and stuff like that, but I never really got a chance to do any of that shit. Like record anything or anything. And so I just jumped in and would just practice on the tracks that I was recording,
Yeah.
and just try to get better. And I think like when you do that, you're gonna have those ones that sound like weird, and people can kind of write you off if you don't have good mixes.
Right.
But luckily, back when I started, it was like 2012, so like all that type of stuff still wasn't exactly like people weren't being snobs just yet.
Right.
So
I Yeah, it was a similar time. I think when the first like demos I recorded with Stereo Riots, we recorded live, which is kind of abnormal for something you're gonna release, especially, with a four-part band. And then, you can hear because we recorded live, you can hear like, some inconsistencies. But yeah, same as you, like I never got any like negative feedback based on, what the mix was or timing or anything like that. And then I think as artists, as we progress, I think we hear it before anyone else. So like, our standards raise. So by the time we do release the next project, it's already like a lot of those inconsistencies in theory are already like figured out.
that yeah, I yeah by the time most people hear the track, it sounds way different than when you first finish recording it and haven't done any of your tweaks or anything. It definitely sounds way different. Um,
Yeah.
a lot of people actually, it's surprising. A lot of people don't know the process. Like they haven't like tagged along with their homies who rap, or they've never seen them record. And so when they do finally see it, they're like amazed at how like you can go from wow, this is a raw track to the finished product.
Yeah,
And it's like, wow, this sounds way clean. Damn, how the fuck, you know?
I feel like that every fucking time. Like every time I like send something off to Jim and it comes back, I'm like, this is not what I thought would be so much better. On like he makes me sound way better than I think I sound.
Hey man, I think you sound great. I really do like your cadence switch ups. You don't have this locked in one that you're always using. You have quite a few, and I applaud that because a lot of people can get stuck on using one, and like yeah, sure it works for you, but like you venture out of the box one time. You feel me? You know, and yeah, you do a great job of that.
I appreciate that. I'm trying to not be one note, right? Like you don't like obviously you listen to artists because they have a certain sound, but you don't want to get too locked into that or else like shit starts sounding redundant.
Right. Like I'd like to not really I don't want to shit on any particular artist, but like a lot of artists that are out now, they lock in because that's that flow that got them hot, and it's like yeah, it's a flow that got you hot, but like you can definitely venture out now that you're out in the public's ears, so to speak, and they're not
Right.
as fickle as they used to be. So I mean, one flow is not going to ruin your career, you know.
Right. I feel that. I also I think I was guilty on the other side. Like a good example is I loved Childish Gambino in the like early 2010s, right? And like I think Camp was dope. And then I heard Because the Internet and like the first time I listened to it I was like this shit sucks. It sounds nothing like Camp. It sounds nothing like Freaks and Geeks. And then I sat with it for a minute and I was like this is one of the dopest albums I've heard in years. But
Oh
like
man.
when you I think initially when I was younger, when I heard someone break out of the box, I was so mad because it wasn't, they didn't capture the same lightning in the bottle twice and they tried something new and I shitted all over it. And now as I'm like trying to expand my realms as an artist, I'm like, damn, dude, people might shit on this because it sounds nothing like anything I've put out before.
I think once people like really just get accustomed to you making music, some of that stuff goes out the window.
Yeah.
I've never had anybody, even like artist friends, really like criticize a flow switch up that I maybe didn't execute as cool as I thought I did. Um, you know what I mean? But I think one of the cool parts about music is I think people tend to want to highlight what you did good or like talk about the thing that caught them in a good way as opposed to what didn't sound great or like what aspect kind of bugged them because it's so I wouldn't say out of their realm but they just don't know what it takes. Some people, the average person doesn't know what it takes to actually get a track finished, so they're
Right.
just like, oh well shit, you got the track finished, I don't give a fuck, I'm just gonna find what I like about it and not really try to find something to dislike.
Yeah. And I think as artists, we really are like our own worst critics, right? Like I still got stuff that I've put out that I listen to. It's like I probably could have like switched it up somehow, but no one's ever actually said that to me.
Right? Like, hey
Yeah.
man, you should have definitely switched that one bar right there. Like, if you had just said it this,
Right.
like, no, yeah, never. The average listener of my music has never done that, and I mean, a lot of the people who listen to my music are also artists. I've found so. If they're not
Yeah.
critiquing me that hard, then it's like okay, let me not overthink super hard about it.
Yeah. Same. I never listen to anyone else's music from a like super critical standpoint, only my own. Like I listen to other
Right?
music fucking
It's like, yeah, you listen to your own stuff. You're like, man, I don't like the, I don't like the, But other people, you're
right.
like, oh, that's dope as fuck,
Yeah. Someone else could do the same exact shit. I'm like, damn, I like that.
I wish I could. I wish I could have that mind for my own music. It's very difficult to have. Like, it almost feels for me. It almost feels pretentious to like your shit too hard. Like,
Dude. Yeah. Yeah. I feel the exact same way. Like I feel guilty sometimes if like some of my own shit auto generates and I'm like, I kind of fuck with this. Then I'm like, who are you?
like I don't know, man. Who is this? Was this me? I don't know. I don't
Right, you
know.
can't fuck with your own shit this hard.
They're gonna laugh at you. I mean, you do got to ride your own wave though, in order to really, to get out there though. Like,
Right.
you
And
can't be like scared to, like your shit.
Right. And like you put the shit out, you should like it somewhat, right? Like you're putting out partly for you in theory.
Right. At the end of the day, really, yeah, it really is for you. I used to see this ad series on YouTube. I don't know if they still do it, but it's like the best advice I ever heard. And they'll talk to like celebrities in the music game, or people who are like really successful, or like legends and shit. And, like they'll talk about the best advice they ever heard. And they were talking about I think it was Missy Elliott. She was saying that it's not our job to like overthink or to listen to music and overthink it. We just gotta drop that shit. Like just drop that shit. Don't oh well I should have done this, or most of that shit
Right.
people not gonna worry about. It might be hot and you never know, so just drop it. And I was like, damn, Missy, they had Lizzo, Cindy Lauper,
Good
a
shit.
couple other people. I really liked it. It was about like 6 or 7 years ago that I saw this ad series running. But yeah, it was just the best advice I ever heard, and I was like, "Oh, this is pretty good advice." Like, who would have thought? So like, one of the things that I would say I've noticed about your music is you're very it's very, I wouldn't say first person view, but you can kind of get that vibe. And so kind of like talk about your process for coming up with a song. Like, how do you go about it?
Yeah, I used to really overthink it and like I wanted to tell other stories and I still do and like it'll happen eventually, but like if I hear a beat that like has a certain mood to it, like I'll kind of feed off of it, but a lot of it like I'll start writing with no beat. Like I used to write poetry back when I was younger, so like I'm very used to like just having these stanzas essentially like writing bits of a poem. I don't care how many bars it is, blah blah blah, and like I'll write something and be on that topic and then I'll have a whole verse written before I even like find a beat. And then obviously like I'll shape some syllables to it, whatever the case is. But I write a lot of my shit without music. And then, you know, once I find a beat, I'll write, the hook or the second verse or whatever the case is, just to like not feed too much into like what I feel like is coming from the beat, if that makes sense. Like if I have a topic and I have something I'm feeling, like I'm gonna finish in theory, finish it regardless of what the beat sounds like. But also like I haven't been able to like write some shit that doesn't exactly match the beat. It's really hard to explain, but like I write a lot without music and then once I find a beat that fits, I'll do some like reshaping and shit to kind of make it work. But a lot of the stuff that I write about is just like shit that I experienced. I think in the last like 10 years I've changed a lot as a person. Like in the core I'm still kind of who I am. I'm just a goofy dude who likes making music with his friends, but as you grow, as you mature, the themes that you talk about are different and like I don't know, I just like writing that from my perspective cuz like I can only speak for me, right? Or, people who have chosen for me to speak for them, but a lot of it's just me and the shit I see and the shit I feel in theory.
Hey, I I like that approach because for me, I generally will just like throw on a beat and then start like thinking of a bar, or like maybe the title will spark a theme. It's very rare I go into it knowing exactly what I'm gonna write about. So it's very interesting to hear like, hey, I don't even throw on the beat really most of the time. I like write first, then uh, go and find one. That's fucking cool, actually.
I do a lot of writing without beats, or like I'll play guitar or some shit, and then like I'll have a note in my phone or something I have in a notebook that I feel like fits the guitar vibe, and then I'll go through like a whole song, and then I'm like, all right, I should probably find a beat for this, unless I'm gonna take the time to record a whole guitar track for it, which has not happened yet.
Oh man, I've been trying to work with the guitarist out in Houston. My homie Walter. He does a lot of work with bands out there, and so I've been trying to just get riffs and throw some like drums on them. But if you ever record any and they're just like some throwaway riffs or just some shit, send them my way. I'll gladly turn them into some beats.
All right, careful what you wish for, bro. I have so many audio recordings of like, oh, this sounds really dope that I haven't done shit with in like years.
Oh, I got plenty of beats that are very much like that. Like I kind of started them, but I didn't lay them out. It's just like drums and some the sample or whatever. And it's like I would be fine with this, but I don't think I could really release this as a complete beat. Like, yeah, I'll rap and listen to this all day, but like the people who are gonna listen to it for like really on the listener scale probably gonna want a little bit more meat on the bones than just the drums and the damn sample.
Yeah. I mean, there are some songs that are just a sample and drums that are fucking wild.
This is facts.
Yeah.
Hold on. I think there's a dude from out in your area who has like a lot of tracks like that. I just want to make sure I'm not mistaken because I think he's from out in your area. Um, let me see. You ever heard of Quelle Chris?
Oh yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah, I know he'd be working with people out in your area. I'm not sure if he'd be out in your area. But yeah, there's a lot of tracks that don't really have any kind of beat to them. It's just like the sample and maybe drums or just the sample looped, and they're dope as fuck. So
Hey, if it's done well, it's so good.
definitely, man, I want to come out there and do some live work with you, do a live stream, like get in the studio and actually cook.
Bro, I think me, you, and Jim together can put out some really dope shit. I mean, we have put out
Oh
some really
yeah,
dope shit,
oh
right? But
yeah, in the same like little time span, like and instead of like bouncing fucking verses to each other and stuff, actually cooking live. Yeah, that would. I'm trying to work on getting off the island. It's tough because I'm that guy at work, so they always call me for shit. So I was like, "Ugh."
oh yeah,
It's very tough to get out,
yeah. Actually be free.
right? Get a text while you're really busy, and they're like, "Hey, shit's on fire."
Yeah.
Uh,
I That's my life right now.
Right. Shit, what do you do for your day job if you're allowed to speak on it?
Yeah, I won't say the company, but I'm a store manager right now.
Oh, okay. Hey, that's a boss. No, I
Yep.
feel it. I feel it. Man, one of my favorite jobs was being a store manager, but I got fired from that pretty easily because I was just like one of those dudes who I gave enough of a fuck, but like some
Yeah.
stuff I just did not like. I just did not care about. Like calling in was not a big deal to me. Like if you're just like, I'm not feeling it today, I'm like, whatever. We don't need like six
Yeah.
people counting movies.
It's fair. Yeah, it's weird how like the corporate structure kind of takes that from you if you're, excuse me, quote unquote successful. They make you give a shit about shit that's really not important in the grand scheme.
Right. There's like so many more important things when it comes to working with your employees as a manager than like being a nitpicky, like fucking micromanagey kind of person. And a lot of
Right.
times they want you to be that. And it's like, do you really want me to be this though? Because you're gonna hate the person that I become and they're gonna hate me and it's just not gonna work.
Right. Yeah, I try my best to remain human as much as I can.
That's what's up. A lot of people be real corporate shills. They're just like, nope, if it's in the rule books, I'm sorry. And it's like,
I,
why,
I hate
bro?
that. Yeah, I think that's who I started as, and then like very quickly you're like, oh, this shit, like I don't need to do that. I can still be who I am and run this, right?
Well, shit, that's crazy. I just got a warning from Zoom. It was like your free Zoom will end in 10 minutes. I'm like, calm down, free Zoom. I guess I'm gonna have to upgrade. I'd be trying to
Zoom's
get people
not
on
free.
Discord. Yeah, I thought it was free, right? Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, me too. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, no, usually I'd be on the Discord, but when people are guests, I'm more leaning towards whatever method they prefer. But
mm,
if you want to be a regular, if you just want to sit in with me and my co-host and talk bullshit,
yeah.
that's what the Discord is for. But anyways, back to the actual subject and try to get a few more questions out of you for the people out there who are on that path of because really what the stream is supposed to be with the people that I bring on, excuse me, I kind of want to like allow them to like show the human element of being an artist. A lot of the times I feel like these interviewers want to hype up all the accolades and the accomplishments and all the stuff everybody kind of already knows about, but nobody
Right.
talks about like okay, have you ever had a song that you like it took you a really long time to actually write? Like you're like, damn, bro, this is just not like it took you like weeks to actually write and get it like done, or like
Yeah,
maybe not weeks, but a long time, you know?
yeah. Absolutely. I think. I think features as well. I think features mostly just because like I'm lucky enough to be surrounded by
Excuse
really talented people, right? So like I'll get a song from like Jim or someone that's got like two verses on it. I'm like, fuck. Like I'll write a verse like, nah, this doesn't keep up, and I'll write like two or three verses over X amount of time just to hopefully like keep up with something that someone has sent me, right? Luckily, like with my own shit, I can kind of take my time with it. But yeah, with features, I definitely feel that where it's like shit, like how do I keep up with someone I think is so much above me and do it in a timely manner? And it's just like it's hard to do both.
Oh yeah, definitely. And for so to speak from like the perspective of somebody who's actually featured on a few of your tracks, whenever I get them, I'm like, damn, bro, this man went off, and I don't want to be that person who isn't rapping anything about what you're talking about because I've had
Yeah.
that. We're like, dude, this is like, did you even hear my verse? Like, what the hell is this? So I don't even
Yeah.
want to be that guy. I want to, at least keep it thematic, and so.
Right.
I definitely feel you where it's like, damn, man, they snapped and you got to snap too. And you don't want to outshine them or do like go so hard that it's apparent that like the energy is way different on your verse compared to theirs, or at least
Right.
in my mind. Um, so yeah, man, that's a that particular
You-
aspect. It's the
Yeah.
same on this end for sure.
Yeah. I mean, for the record, you fucking deliver it every single time. I think every time someone hears Land of the Free and they don't know who you are, like, yo, who's the dude with the second verse?
Hey, I really love that track. I really love the vocal clips that are at the beginning and the end. It's just a really well done piece together track. I love it. And yeah, when you sent me that one, I was like, damn, he gassed. Ah, fuck, I gotta come with it. And so actually, it took me a little bit of time to write that verse because a lot of the time I can do it within the first sitting.
Yeah.
After listening to your verse a couple of times, I'll go, or like whoever sends me the feature, I'll listen to your verse a couple of times. All right, cool, write it. But like with you, like we go way back, so I can't just give you half-ass shit. Or like not to say I give anybody half-ass shit, but like I don't, I
Right.
want to put more effort into your shit than I
Right.
normally even would.
Yeah, it's like when you're working with someone you know or someone you care about, you're like, all right, I can't do good enough, right? Like you always want to try to elevate it.
Hell yeah, and I mean, that track really is just one of the ones that's like, I played it earlier. I ran through the ones that you had played and then played some extras.
Yeah.
But that one there, I led off with that one, and yeah, man, it just the energy of that track is really good. And my podcast, my stream last night, one of the things I was talking about was the question I posed to everybody, and I'll pose this one to you, at the end of this. But it's basically like, what are you going to do? If you're unhappy with the election results, what are you going to do to, prove that you're an American and you care about this country? Are you going to do something about it? Or are you going to keep waiting for politicians? And I was just like, my thing is I'm going to try my best to all the resources I have, share them, whether it be knowledge, whether it be the skills, whatever. I'm just going to try to teach and try to better my community as closely as I can. And then hopefully it branches out.
Right. I feel that. I think I'm in a similar boat, right? And like the people that I collaborate with, I think are also in like a similar boat where, HGS Savage Fam, I'm sure when you have Jim on, he'll explain it a little more, but like you hear it
Excuse
on
me.
the Land of the Free track where like the purpose of what we're doing is not just to make art. Like we're artists and that's naturally going to be part of it, but we're using our voices to dismantle the pillars of white supremacy to really really promote equality. And like even though we make some tracks where we're fucking around and like not talking about that specifically, like that's always been the vision and the mission for them, which is it's crazy that I've gotten to like collab with them at all because they're just like next level. But I think as artists, like that's we use our voices to kind of put out how we feel, and that's part of it. But also, I really connect with some people who put their money where their mouth is, right? So like we've done free shows where like all the proceeds have gone to charity and things like that, and just being we're really trying to make change on like a local or individual level, and then when we get together, obviously like that bubble kind of expands, and that's kind of what we're about as people. And I think that's why like I connect so well with a lot of the people that I collab with because we're all on similar wavelengths for that, right? So Me, I put my money where my mouth is as far as that's concerned, right? Like I vote in local elections. Like if I ever get to have conversations with people about any of that shit, I obviously like I'm respectful, but I get my point across and I'm really, we as individuals like are making choices as individuals that hopefully will like ripple positively, right? And I'm the oldest of I have six no yeah, I have six siblings. So like, you know, I'm also trying to pass on knowledge I've learned since I've been around to them and hopefully, that's I don't know, that's how we grow into a better society in theory.
Man, and like, yeah, that's pretty much like it sounds pretty much the same wavelength on how we can make the change, because I feel like a lot of people don't know where to start with making change. And what you said, doing for the community and for the younger generation, that's the ones who are gonna, take the torch, so to speak, and keep the flame burning. And so it's nice to hear that you guys are out doing free shows and you guys are out doing stuff to support the community. To talk about Lil Jim, I see whenever HES Savage Fam, they do the raffles or whatever, like
Yeah.
they do for, and what it's benefiting. It's always like, damn, that's what's up. Y'all are, really, like you said, putting your money where your mouth is. And for you, like I see, obviously because of Facebook and stuff like that. And I just want to like give you your props for doing that, because a lot of people, either they don't know where to start, or they're like not they're not really focused on other people when it comes to change. They're focused on how can their particular situation change, not realizing that if all of our situation changes, it'll benefit us all.
Yeah,
Well, yeah,
that ripple effect, man. Like,
yeah,
and shout outs to you as well. I'm not on social media as much as I used to be, but like every time I pop up, you're on my feed and you're really like spreading positivity, and like that's part of what it's about, right? Like positivity and resources are the only way you're gonna get through, whatever political landscape we're dealing with, right?
right. Like, yeah, like it's at the end of the day, it really is up to us, especially since we know how the system works. So we got about a minute left. You got any shout outs, any last message you want to give to young artists, a combination of both? The floor is yours.
Yeah, I mean, shout out to everyone who's kind of been a part of the journey. You, Lil Jim. I got to shout out Maurice Daniel down in Atlanta. If he's listening, he's produced a bunch of stuff for me. He's really, really talented. And then for younger artists, just keep doing what you're doing, man. You don't find the next wave by fitting in with everybody else. So don't be afraid to like release some shit that sounds weird or sounds outside of the box, right? That's how the next wave happens, right? Is you do some shit that's never been done before. So don't be afraid to do some shit that's never been done before.
Man, that was a bar. That was a bar. Well, shit. I really appreciate you hopping on. We definitely gonna have you back. It was my man, Some Odd. Uh, Check him out, Spotify, out in the Pacific Northwest area. If you see him, yeah, shit. It cut off, but fuck, it was good to have my man's on there. We go way back since we was writing for the school newspaper and shit. So yeah, hold on, man. Yeah, I'm gonna let him know. Thanks for joining the stream tonight, all of y'all. Fast shout my co-host Rollo Jenkins, Rosalou 808. Fat shout Lil Jim HGS for hopping in the stream. Fat shout Oh My Dude for hopping in the stream. Fat shout Shadowman236. Fat shout Fan of Gaming. Yeah, it's been a wonderful episode of GlitchStream FM. I'm gonna leave y'all with a little bit of some music from my boy. And y'all have yourselves a beautiful evening. Peace. This is Left Behind, Some Odd, Lil Jim, only on GlitchStream FM. I'm here, you're there. I'm glad you are.
Yo. We had to go our separate ways, but there's no disrespect. You had to plug in, you was short stop, but I had to disconnect. When our true colors were shown, we were both in different sets. Are those industry niggas treating you different yet? Is it lonely at the top and all that other shit? Had a goal to make a change, did you accomplish it? Or did the dollars change the mission? Did the jewels change the vision? Did you see me as your partner or your competition? We grew up and grew apart with something else at play. When people ask me for cool, I don't know what to say. There's a difference between cool and cold, I know you know. I know these niggas own your masters, do they own your soul? Don't get me wrong, I ain't mad, I'm just a little hurt. We planted seeds together, took the flowers and left it with the dirt. When we was broke as fuck, we split our shit and made it work. Severed ties as soon as the ink dried on that paperwork.
Your true colors were shown, no longer black and white. You tried to take me to the dark side, but I found the light. I thank the man upstairs for giving me a sign. Now there's no holding me back, cause I left it all behind. Your true colors were shown, no longer black and white. You tried to take me to the dark side, but I found the light. I thank the man upstairs for giving me a sign. Now there's no holding me back, cause I left it all behind. Now there's no holding me back, I got my shit on track. Running marathons round these fools, ain't never coming back. Yeah, I got the last laugh, there's no way to backtrack around your foolish ways and your bullshit, you can have that. I'm past that, yeah, I moved on into the fast lane. It's something you can maintain. You was never gang, you tripping. I don't know that goofy shit you sipping. I'm saying that we different, so damn right I'm dipping, I'm gone. Your true colors were shown, no longer black and white. You tried to take me to the dark side, but I found the light. I thank the man upstairs for giving me a sign. Now there's no holding me back, cause I left it all behind. Your true colors were shown, no longer black and white. You tried to take me to the dark side, but I found the light. I thank the man upstairs for giving me a sign. Now there's no holding me back, cause I left it all behind.
Leave y'all with one last one. Paradigm, thanks for joining. Y'all have yourselves a beautiful evening.
I'm barely fine, cause you and I, we used to roll together in our 20s like a paradigm. Then in 9 to 5 it sucked me in, so unaware of time. All these canceled plans convince us all to prepare my mind. Fuck, I was young and misguided, full of toxicity. You were patient, forgiving, never got sick of me. I never changed my ways until you up and left the earth. I'll never find the words to say, but to this day I still try to search. Overthinking every single song I wrote about you, acting like I'm fine. I play my role in this world without you. When these curtains close, hope to see you on the other side, to give you the roses you should have got while you were still alive. Cause that's the lesson though, the sun, it doesn't shine quite as bright now that you're gone, but still the blessings, bro. They say that life's a play. It's been harder to take the stage since the day you took your final bow and turned around and left the show. Resting peacefully, I never got to say how much you truly fucking mean to me. And that's what eats at me. I took you for granted cause I could never imagine a world in which you cease to be. I'm a lost cause, a lost soul, a lost heart. I lost truth, I ain't know I was lost till we lost you. Introversion justifying for how I behaved. Roses should be for those alive and not just on the graves. The less lessons I keep with me. We'll learn the hardest ways. The light that you left with us is shining on the darkest days. I hope when you're looking down, you can be proud of me. Let's hope that I never lose whatever you have found in me. I know that death isn't ever really the end, and someday when I take my final bow, we'll get to meet again. We'll take the stage as the curtains open for another show. Till that day comes, I'll miss you more than you'll ever know. Built for this rap shit like I wasn't built to see brothers, my Asian caskets, life in a fucking game, and oh my god, it gets graphic. We keep shooting for the neck, cause it's so gross when the tax hits. Yo, my life's a work of art, allow me to paint a bigger picture. Some people call me king and brother, others call me nigga. Rap like a felon and I stand behind my bars convictions. I quit the liquor, only taking shots at opposition. About that action, so don't think I'm Mr. Wonderful. I'm not a pessimist, the glass is empty but the blunt is full. Stay firm at where I stand, I paint it black and white like Run the Juice. Crew is like Ray Lewis, dudes you wouldn't wanna run into. This art is all I have to leave behind when I'm not around. All I need my epitaph to read is I made my father proud. It's crazy how the shit I've seen in Phil shapes my entire sound. Thought some dudes were moving weight till the demons came to claim their pounds. My first lesson was that life can end at any second. My life is dial up, I constantly search for some connection. Took a knife on my back just to point me in the right direction. Need some distraction from this dumb persistent introspection. Building this shit from the ground up, I continue growing. Playing in the concrete, mix systems, try to collect the roses. I taught my precipice, the message is my major focus. This shit's my genesis, my precedent, the magnum opus.
All right. Well, that was Final Thoughts Part 1. Maybe when he's on the next stream, it'll be Final Thoughts Part 2 that we'll end the stream with. With that being said, one more time, it was GlitchStream FM. It was the Night Glitch Hour with your boy, Black Chris, a.k.a. the Night Glitch. Boy, Some Odd hopped on the stream, talked about how it is to be an artist, some of his thoughts. It was beautiful. It was lovely. I had a great time. I hope y'all had a great time. Like I said, I'm here. Y'all are there.